What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Off the Top with Eric, Paris, and Red. I am your host, Eric, joined by...
Yo, it's your boy P.
And it's your boy Red.
What's up, fellas? How's it going?
Shit,
Good,
chilling.
man. It's been a good
Got
weekend.
done cutting the grass, doing
Oh yeah,
housework
homeowners
and
duty.
shit. It's a
Grown
drag.
man house ownership.
It's a
Man.
drag. It's overhyped, especially if you're doing it by yourself.
You look elated. You look so damn happy right now.
Man, that shower did some. I got baptized in the shower because I was hot as hell, sweating.
Yeah.
No, I believe it. What's the fucking degrees right now? Life.
It was that Jimmy Butler tired as hell look.
Yeah, just leaning over there. Yeah.
Man.
Like, goddamn, I'm living in the suburbs. I'm trying to keep up with these motherfuckers. Like, goddamn, these motherfuckers out here every day.
That's because they have nothing better to do, bro.
Bro.
No, for real. Like I was talking to my buddies when I went on that trip to Denver. And we're talking about, like, why do people put so much, like, care and effort into their grass? It's just grass. Like, I'm never one that's like, oh, I want to cut the grass today. Screw that. Like, I hate doing that shit.
But you don't want to be that house that stand the fuck out, though.
There you
That's
go.
the part that gets to you.
Uh-huh.
Because I got a neighbor across the street, and then I got a corner house. Them motherfuckers is out there. Whether it's heat wave or not, them motherfuckers is out there. And then I'm over here, like, looking like I need plants. I'm like, fuck that. I ain't doing that.
I bet you it's a yard that looks terrible. And when they had a little community meetings, they'd be like, what the fuck going over at the John house? You don't like cutting your grass over here?
But what saved me is because it's the house like legitly right next door that's always fucked. So it make my shit look pristine. I cut my grass every 2 weeks.
Man.
At night, Paris is throwing shit on their lawn, so it looks bad.
Fuck you, Dale.
No, it's funny because my friend was telling me about his brother-in-law. His dad owns like a bunch of land, so he has like one of those big zero-turn lawnmowers.
Okay.
And so he was out of town. His dad was out of town, so he was like, you know what, I'm gonna cut the grass for my dad. So again, they have a lot of land, so it's not just like a 40-minute thing. It's like hour and a half until you get it all out of the way.
God damn.
So he's going to bed, and he's like, oh man, like dad's gonna be so happy because he's gonna come home, his grass is cut. But apparently he didn't realize it. He cut the grass too short. The dad is very particular about his grass, and he cuts it too short. So he's in his bed laying down, and all of a sudden he hears from downstairs, "Get up, motherfucker!" You fucked up my grass.
Ooh.
Bro.
It's just fucking. It's like, can you imagine, like, thinking like, "Oh, I did a good thing today," and then just get chewed out for doing it?
Yeah. You know what that just remind me of? I don't know if y'all watched Power. Remember when Ghost put the gun to Tyreek and was like, "Wake up, motherfucker." When he was doing that stupid shit. That's literally the same energy right there, bro. Bro.
That's a little too serious, but hey, there's some people out here that be feeling like they be getting paid to do that shit for real.
Bro, they lawn
it's a way to keep.
What you about to say?
No, I was gonna say, like, it's like for the suburb, like if you're not that wealthy, if you're down here and like you're in the suburbs, like it's a way to keep up with the Joneses. To show off and peacock a little.
Exactly what I'm about to say. Man, what you sipping on over there, bro?
That's a different level though.
Modelo.
You trying to be a little tipsy, okay?
Man.
All right. So let's go to our first topic. We're gonna talk about something that has gotten a little traction. Former NBA player Iman Shumpert was on a podcast, and he dropped a line that Paris had felt a way about it, and he brought it up to us. And he said that rich men don't want women to be paying bills. What do you got to say about that?
I call it bullshit. Well, for him, it might be true. Because for us regular folks, average citizens, average Joes, people that's making less than $200,000 a year, I call it bullshit. The reason being because it's expensive out here. Like, it's damn near impossible for a single person to pay for bills. Like, you legit need two people, two incomes, unless you're working two jobs by yourself, which is no family life anyway. So when it comes to shit like that, it's impossible for a single person income because shit, even apartments is over $1,200 to $1,300 a month for a 1 bedroom. Yet alone, that's just rent. That's not fucking light bill, gas bill, groceries, car note, car insurance. Like, what the fuck? I mean, hell no. Like, that's very unreasonable. Like I said, you gotta be making shit 200K plus if you gonna have not even just females in general, just a significant other just staying at home. Like
Yeah,
they gonna have to be bringing something to the fucking table.
I can agree
Yeah,
to that.
I agree.
Uh, I ain't gonna say 100%, but I can for sure agree to that. I've always been the what I want to say, like the breadwinner of the whole situation, the whole relationship thing, and I can do a 70-30. You know what I'm saying? And if I get to a certain spot in life, I could do a 90-10. But at the moment, I can do a 70-30. I can take care of majority of it, and you take care. It make it sound bad, like I want a maid or something. But if you can take care of like uh the groceries, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm a forget about it every single time. So if you could do groceries and like fucking internet bill, and like knickknacks around the house,
Accessory shit.
yeah, shit like
Yeah.
that. I'm cool with. I'm cool with. I can handle the main part and
Mm-hmm.
majority of all the bills. You could do like the leisure shit. If we got and I heard this before too. A rich guy said this too. He was like, "Look, I can handle 90, and you can do 10, and let the 10% just be vacations." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If we want to go out to
Oh
like
yeah.
a real nice restaurant, you got that. But just know I got everything that you would ever need at home. But if you want to hang out, you make enough money to take us out. You got vacations, you
So
got
like so like the leisure activities.
exactly. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You want to go
Okay.
ATVing,
Yeah.
that's what you paying for. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
See, I
fuck
ain't
with that.
saying they gotta be 50-50 because that 50-50 stigma is very looked down upon. But like you said, 70-30. Because in my household, I got the mortgage, and that's the big chunk of everything. The mortgage is a lot. So
Yeah.
when it comes to the mortgage and then my car note, everything else, my wife, she take care of, like you said, all the accessories. So like phone bill, light bill, water, shit like that. We do split the groceries, but when it come down to if a person's short on the check, like if they got called off or some shit, whoever is the breadwinner take majority of that weight because it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a partnership. It's not
And y'all
a
got it.
you got 50%. Yeah.
Y'all got really good understanding with that. And a lot of people that listen to these podcasts and see these reels, they don't understand that it's really relationship to relationship basis. You cannot put the world on
Mm-hmm.
one standard and be looking like, why the fuck you not
Oh yeah.
doing this? Why you not doing that?
Yeah.
Like, bro, he make 130K and I make 40K a year. I can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whatever works best for your relationships, I feel like y'all need to sit down and have that talk, and then you know agree upon it. If you can't, you got to go. But if you do, work it through.
Compromise.
Yeah,
Compromise.
exactly.
Yeah. It all comes down to me like again, like there's big factors and variables. Like the big variables for me are it's not always going to be the same. It matters on who's getting or how P puts it, the breadwinner. Like
Yeah,
who is the one bringing in the money. And then
Mm-hmm.
after that, it comes down to like sometimes you meet some people that like paying for certain things,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like are you really going to say no, I'm paying for that even though the other person insists on it? Like
Mm-hmm.
again, like you said, it has to be relationship by relationship thing. There's no cookie cutter down the middle, everyone's got to do it this way. It's going to be different for everybody.
Right.
Exactly.
So in my experience, me and my wife been together for 11 years. So we started off in our first apartment, and when we calculated our bills, it was like, oh, I make this certain amount, she make this certain amount. So then we broke it up as percentages. So I was doing 60-40. So we kind of already did it from the jump, and
Mm-hmm.
then this helped you like, how can I put it? You can see your future outcome when you start off like that because you can say, oh, well, we can add another phone bill because I got 60, but it's not breaking my bank because this 60% of our total income is like 20% to me. So you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
better break down your budget because when you not rich, you on the fucking budget, whether you like it or not. Like
Big
the
facts.
motherfucker might say, "Oh, I could just throw it in the cart and it don't matter." But those fucking DoorDashes, that shit add up to your budget. Gas is a part of a budget that people don't plan. So when you are in a relationship, like we went from a apartment, 2 bedroom apartment, to a 3-bedroom apartment to a fucking house. And the way we did it, each step we grew, each year we was like, oh, we can add a king size bed from Sleep Number. We never thought that shit because you would look at the price of the Sleep Number, it's $3,000, but then you'll break down that payment and like, oh, it's only $80. Can you handle $80 extra? Yeah, I can handle it. That's just an extra percent. So you gotta, like Red said, you gotta talk to your mate, and it gotta make sense. Because a lot of people just add shit like, I want the latest iPhone. But with AT&T and Verizon, they charge your ass out the fucking blue with secret payments, and then you're like, oh shit, I'm down $300, and like, well, where the fuck your budget was and shit like that? Because it's financial literacy is
very important.
Not underrated, but under talked about subject, because a lot of people don't have that type of mindset for thinking for the future. They just think about the now. So they blow their whole fucking check and be like, oh, I'm living check to check, but all my shit is paid. But then if you don't have a person that's your partner that's saving, if your car breaks down, what the fuck do you got? You got to have a savings. So me, I'm always I can say I'm frugal, because I felt kind of bad because I was like, damn, I don't buy clothes. I literally got my work clothes, my play clothes, and a few outfits here and there, shoes here and there. But one of my coworkers, she was like, the only reason why you got a house is because you were frugal.
Facts.
Like, you ain't saving shit if you just blowing it all the time. Like, you got them motherfuckers in high school that had the latest J's and shit like that, but they walk into the fucking bus stop. If you ain't got some type of budget mindset, shit, your ass ain't gonna ever make it in life. I ain't gonna say ever. Let me take that back. It's just gonna be harder. I just say it like that.
For sure.
Yeah. I think it's important to note that when Amon Shumpert said that, he specifically said rich men. And I agree. For rich men, they probably do have that, it's not even in their mind that, whoever they, want to be with, it has to be one that's paying bills,
But I guarantee you, with rich men, they want their significant other, whether it's male or female, to bring something to the table. Whether it's like Red said, the leisure shit, the vacations. They just don't want somebody. Cause all right, I'll put it like this: if a person that's rich keep coming home to somebody that's just laying on the fucking couch doing nothing, that shit gonna get played out after a while,
real fast.
So when you busting your ass, no matter whether it's in stocks or shit, just daily living, if you keep coming home to the house not being done, and the motherfucker just on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok trying to be a social media personality, just trying to look pretty, that shit gonna get played out real fast, rich or not. But that's what caused motherfucking rich people to cheat or go out, because they like, shit, I'm basically taking care of fucking another adult child at that point.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you're the dad of the pod, P.
Yeah, talk to us, brother. We just listening right now.
I just want to put some feelers out there. I need a sugar mama, so don't let what P says distract you from what really needs to be done.
Right.
Man.
So we're moving on. What's up with these people not paying respect to these musicians that are doing these shows for them?
Oh yeah, I just watched that video with the Cardi B one. She low key leaked with a microphone, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That accuracy was impressive. I was like, damn, like
she got active with that motherfucker. But yeah.
So yeah, for the listeners that don't know what we're talking about, Cardi B was playing a show in Las Vegas over the weekend, and someone in the crowd threw, you said it was ice water, James?
Yeah.
Okay, threw ice water at Cardi B. Cardi B, absolutely zero hesitation. Give her credit for that too. Threw a microphone at the woman, and it's not the first time this has happened. Like, it seems like the past couple of months, the summer is the time for touring. It seems that more and more people are kind of disrespecting these artists that are performing for them. Like, I think before this, the big one was a singer, BB Rexa. A fan threw a phone and it hit her right in the face. And she had to go to the hospital after it. Bruising all over her orbital socket.
Damn.
So yeah, where's all this disrespect coming from? Like,
I think people get too comfortable, bro. They get too comfortable with everything. I don't know if it's because like like you was about to say, P, social media, where they feel like they know the person, or they just,
Mm-hmm.
I like your music, so that mean I'm your best friend. And bro, you don't fucking know me. You know what I'm saying? You know the
Yeah.
persona of me. You know what I put out in the world. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
not your cousin that we can throw ice water at. We're not having a water balloon fight, bro. Respect me as the artist, and I'm gonna respect you as a fan and a good person to my community type shit. But motherfuckers is
Right.
wilding out here, bro. Everybody don't got
Yeah.
the same respect that you got. You feel me? So that's what
Yeah.
I
It,
think it
it was a
is.
podcast. It was a podcast I watched with Shannon Sharp and Steve Harvey. He was saying that it's a difference between a comedian and a movie star. So with a comedian, they're always on stage. So like you said, people get that, oh, I seen you in person type shit. Like I feel comfortable. But then you
Mm.
got that celebrity status where you only see him in a movie theater. You don't see him in person. So people got that type of comparability, like, oh, I see you in person. I see you at all your shows and shit in person. So it's a different level of celebrity. But she's a singer, and it's like you said, it's still fucked up regardless of how you want to put it. But
Big
Mm.
facts.
I mean,
What about
I
you, E?
guess it's
You throwing
mental
shit at
illness in this
people?
shit.
No, I feel like there's a time and place.
You throwing tomatoes and shit.
No. So, well, no. So like Cardi B, like she was legit like wearing like a gown. Like granted, it is hot in Las Vegas in the summer. So I mean, like, had she been out there in like a swimsuit or something, they this is more common in Asia. They have something called water bomb festivals. They happen in South
Mm,
Korea. They happen in Japan, and it's legit. Like your K-pop groups, your uh, Korean or Japanese artists will perform on stage, but all of their mic and equipment are covered with waterproofing housing, and
yeah.
they
Mm,
show up on there with swimsuits on, and everyone in the crowd is given like water balloons and water guns, and the musicians on stage even have access to like these giant water cannons to shoot the crowd with.
mm.
If someone throws a glass of ice water at me while I'm at there, that's okay. Like, I know what I signed up for,
It's
like that.
expected. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But if I'm wearing like, if I'm at an event where I'm like in a gown or like a suit or something,
Right.
don't be throwing, like, again, time and place. Understand, like, hey, like, this is a nice event we're at. Don't act like you've been here before, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, had Cardi B like been wearing a swimsuit and other people, or like even she was like splashing people with water, I like, had that happen, and she threw the microphone at her, the conversation would be like, "Whoa, Cardi B is overreacting. She was splashing fans with water, and when a fan splashed her back, she threw a microphone." They would have skewered her.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a time and place. Like, you got to understand like where you're at, act like you've been there before, but I also agree with P that it's a social media thing. People are too comfortable. Like, I don't know you like that, you know like,
Mm-hmm.
and people like want to get clicks, so like, oh, look at this video of me throwing something at this artist. It's like, it's 5 minutes of fame for you doing something stupid.
Big
you know
facts.
I could imagine doing a solo and somebody just beam my shit with a fucking water balloon. Hell no,
Dog.
I still couldn't take that shit. Hell
You
no.
probably get paid a few more dollars, bro, just to be safe.
Bro,
Cause
because
you don't know how
some of
how
them water
hard
balloons
somebody
can come with
throwing
some
that
heat.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
well,
never
Them
know how
motherfuckers.
hard they throwing that bitch.
no, for
Hell
all that
yeah.
stuff, for all those like festivals, that's all pre-recorded. Like, no one's expecting you to hit a high note or anything. So
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like,
okay, cool, cool.
they understand that you're going to be having, it's more like experience. You're having fun with the crowd, type of
Got
thing.
you. I
You knock
fucks with
somebody
it.
fucking head off.
Yeah, but I swear to God, if someone threw a fucking phone at me, like, who
Yeah.
was it? It was Kid Cudi a couple years ago.
He threw
He was
something?
performing on a stage. No, he was on stage and people were throwing shit at him. And he stopped his song and he goes, "If someone throws one more motherfucking thing up here, I'm leaving."
Yeah, I
And then as
remember
soon as he
that.
said that, a shoe went by his head, and then he's like, "All
Mm.
right, good night," and then he fucking left.
Was that at
That's what
Coachella?
that's what then. No, I don't think it was at Coachella. I think it may have been OVO Fest with Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, like, to me, you're well within your right. Like, if you're doing shit like that, like, you're pissing off everybody around you that paid all that money to show up to that show.
Big
Shit, even with the
facts.
Drake concert, his first stint, what was it, Chicago? Somebody had threw their fucking Jordan on stage at him, and he even asked. He was like, he tried to be nice, like, "Hey, can y'all please stop throwing stuff up here because a lot of people just throwing their bras, but motherfuckers was throwing their Jordans. Like, who the fuck want to, like, how is that even a super fucking year? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Throw some black forces as a threat.
Oh,
It
damn.
was
You
like
know
some
it's about
great,
to
it
go
was some great
down.
Jordans.
It probably wasn't even
Yeah,
the
Shit, this
OVO
latest
ones.
stint, it was the latest stint. Someone had threw a bra. It was a 42H. And he
Yeah.
was like, God damn.
It
Somebody
was
need
like,
to
can
give her
y'all
a gift
find this
bag.
Yeah.
woman? She
No, the
ended
one
up showing the
before-
video.
Yeah, the one before that, not the 42H one, the one before that, she, I think,
36G or some shit.
yeah, she got contacted by Playboy, and now she's like got a contract with them. So look at
Look
Drake.
how the
Look at
world
Drake, man.
works, bro. God damn.
Look at Drake, you know, like just changing people's lives.
Yeah, he ain't got
Yeah,
her
21
in Vogue,
Savage
but he
wasn't
got her in
having that
Playboy.
shit.
You said
Shit,
what,
I was
bro?
at the concert. 21 Savage wasn't playing that shit. He was like, hey, he stopped that shit right now. he was kicking them shits off stage too. He ain't give a
Oh,
fuck.
yeah,
Drake
he
is
ain't-
picking them shits up, trying to give it some shine. 21 Savage just booting them bitches off stage.
Look,
I saw an interview. What's that? That white DJ's name? Young Gravy or Young Lee? No, it's Young Gravy.
what the fuck?
And he says for every bra that gets thrown on stage, he donates like $50 to breast cancer research. And then his previous tour, he had so many bras thrown on stage that he was able to donate like $100,000 to breast
Damn.
cancer research. So shout out to Young Gravy, you know. Like,
Okay.
I ain't never heard of him, but damn.
That's a lot of titties.
it's a lot of titties.
Man,
Respectfully.
100K. Respectfully, yes.
Right. Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, like, I think people need to shape up time and place.
Yeah, for sure.
Because honestly, like, if I'm at a show and someone like, hey, if someone does this shit one more time, and the dude next to me does that shit, I gotta hit him. Like,
bro,
I'm taking time off of work. Like, tickets aren't cheap nowadays.
you feel
like,
me? And if we that
I'm
close where
sorry.
you can just bing them, that means I paid premium prices.
Yeah.
I need a refund, bro.
Get outta here.
No, I gotta hit you now. I gotta hit you.
Yeah. Easily $1,500 tickets.
Yeah.
No, and it was at Rolling Loud. I looked it up, bro. It was in Rolling Loud when that happened. That's
It
not
was
a
Rolling
cheap
Loud?
place.
Okay.
Yeah,
No. Yeah, that's a big festival.
for sure.
But yeah. Actually, quick segue with ticket prices. Ticketmaster might get broken up soon, so you might see your ticket prices go down. So that's
What's
good news.
happening with them?
They're being investigated for basically having a monopoly on where you buy tickets for events. So they're with the monopoly they currently have, they are able to put on all these meaningless fees. So like a $60 ticket turns into a $200 ticket after fees, and it's for convenience because you're doing it on the app. So the government is looking into kind of busting that down, having a couple companies being charged of your tickets instead of just one, so that more competition, better prices for the consumer.
I need that. Yeah, because somebody gonna say, look, they selling their front row seats for $100. I can give it to you for $80 if you buy 3 or something. I'm gonna need that.
Resales and shit.
Yeah.
Man, like I get jealous when I hear about older people talk about like, oh yeah, I was able to see fucking Led Zeppelin for $15. Like, what? Like they talk about like these great artists and bands, and it's like, yeah, tickets back then were $25 tops. It's like, that's insane to me.
And they was front row seats type shit.
Shit, $100 bill is the new 20. As soon as that bitch broke, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
bro, you know what's gone, bro. You know what's gone.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you leave the house, you spending money. That's just the life we live now, bro.
Yeah, I did well, like you said, I guess I'm gonna label myself as the budget man. Shit, I did it for every time I left the house. It was $100 every time. That's why I don't try to leave the house no more. Well,
damn, where the fuck was you going?
I go to the grocery store.
He's like, I haven't left the house in 6 months.
I go to the grocery store and I'll be like, all right, I'm just going to get this one fucking item. Come out with a whole grocery bag.
Bro, you sound like a housewife at Target. That's literally what they do every time.
So like, are you leaving with stuff that you actually needed, or
it's not just
buying
bullshit.
the one? Okay.
No, it's like kind of like my house to smell good, so I'd be like, oh, well, let me get some of these plug-in shits. Even though I went for a fucking watermelon, I come out with some sprays, toilet paper, paper towel. So
at least
I
it
guess
was
I got that shit
essentials
from my dad.
Yeah, it was essentials.
Yeah,
You
'cause my
good?
dad
You
used to do
good?
that shit. Yeah, but it's every time it's $100 regardless.
Yeah, that
Man,
shit's tough.
what
Because
do you
it's
like your
expensive
house to
out there.
smell like,
That
bro?
inflation is.
Apricots.
No, what was this? It
Peas and
wasn't.
apricot, man.
I think it wasn't woods. It was Glade Woods.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about this. Was this the mahogany? Or no, the
No,
cashmere
that's Cashmere
cashmere
Woods,
woods.
but that's the air freshener. But
Okay.
it's a new fragrance that's just wood. It's like a premium Glade plug-in thing.
Mm. All right, that
So
sounds pretty
yeah,
decent. I'm still on
or
my
the
fresh
Hawaiian.
linen.
Yeah, or the Hawaiian Aloha type
Oh, I
shit
know about that one.
from
Them not bad, bro. Smell like clean clothes.
Mine's currently taco meat. I had nachos earlier.
So
So
This
I was
guy.
gonna say,
It's
taco
not
meat.
pleasant. It's not pleasant, bro.
I wasn't thinking about food at that time. I was
No.
like, what the fuck?
No, for me, it's the worst. Like I wait till after I'm cooking or something to put a candle on because like I hate smelling like it smells like what I'm cooking, and then like
Yeah, fish is bad. Like when you
yeah,
cook fish and then leave and then come back.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
that
that
stuff
shit.
stays.
That shit fuck.
I didn't know
Greens
how
too.
bad it
That shit.
was until we was kids and my brother used to come over. And if my mama ever cooked fish, bro, he had put all his clothes in the bag and take it outside. He was like, I'm not smelling like that shit at all. And it
Mm-hmm.
took me to probably 18 to realize, it was like, bro, you cooked fish? I was like, damn, they smell this shit from yesterday? You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
done, bro.
Fried chicken, all this
Yeah,
shit.
Yep,
well, hold
yep.
on. So like he'd put his clothes in a bag.
Yeah, a big
Would he like walk
blick back
around?
bag, take it outside.
So like he would walk around like in boxers, and then like wait or like clothes in
Oh,
his room.
no, because my brother was a floater. He kind of stayed with everybody, you know.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, as soon as the rules got set in
Yeah,
the
that makes
house and he
sense
didn't
now.
like it, he was gone. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, you gotta wash dishes and back in the flow. He'd be like, "Man, y'all doing too much."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm gone."
Yeah.
So
He checks the fridge, sees the catfish. He's like, I'm gone.
yeah, man, if you ain't got no snacks, he gone for real.
He's
So
like, it is time.
you
Yeah.
feel me? Whenever we had some fish, he would bag his shit up, throw it in the backyard, chill in a big t-shirt. I remember this shit. It was a polo, black and yellow. And he would chill in that, walk around with his boxers and just chill until the smell got out. Damn, my memory kind of good when it comes to this weird shit. I ain't even think
It
of
was an
that.
unlocked memory. It
For
was a core
real, a
memory.
little
That's
core
why.
memory. There we go. Wow.
Mm. Okay, guys. So we're gonna move on to the next topic we have on the docket. Did you guys see that fight last night? I know Red said you didn't.
Nah, I ain't see it.
Oh yeah, me and
But
you watched that shit together.
Yeah. But you had boxing aspirations, so you might be able to put in a little, info in this. But last night was the welterweight event between Errol Spence Jr. and Crawford, and man, that was an ass whooping for the ages.
His Spence's face made you think about that that Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, it was
Remember he
all
got his ass
puffy.
beat. It was fucked up
Damn.
face. Dog,
He
his
beat the
shit was
fuck out of him.
welted up.
He
Dog,
did.
welted. Like, all right, you know how you watch Street Fighter, right? And every time you do a counter, they body do a little extra.
Yeah.
Like when Crawford was hitting him, he would give him a little gut punch, and his whole body will lift. Like no exaggeration. Watch that fight. That shit
Damn.
probably on YouTube right now.
Yeah, Errol Spence Jr. would throw a punch and he would overextend and like miss, and he'd try to put so much power behind him. And then when every hit Crawford did, which was mostly counters, he would barely move. But every time they landed, Errol Spence's whole body shifted. Like
Yeah.
sometimes he got lifted, pushed to the side. It looked like a grown man fighting a teenager.
He
Bro,
was
like
putting
his
them.
neck was always fucking.
Yeah. It
It
was
was like a cartoon, bro. I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie to you.
it was only close for the first maybe 2 rounds. And Spence was throwing a lot of punches, wasn't really doing anything. For a while I was like, man, Crawford's really timid. Like he's not really like fighting him back.
Yeah.
But then man, he turned the jets on.
Round 4 is when it got heavy.
Yeah.
Each punch was a fucking warhammer.
Yeah. Like I gotta Crawford needs some praise.
He needs some
because,
fucking milk. That's what the fuck
well,
he needs.
no. I mean, like Crawford at no point in that fight did he look uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like he legit looked like, yeah, I'm just gonna beat this dude's ass and then I'm gonna go play some Super Nintendo after this. That's what I'm looking forward to. Like he did not look engaged. He wasn't about all the glitz and glamour. He was like, I'm just gonna beat this man's ass and then I'm gonna go home. Like he was on a mission and he did that shit. And Spence Jr. Oh man, that was. Yeah,
Eminem came out with Crawford, so I was like subconsciously going for him because he had, all right. What the crowd or what the audience don't know is that before we watched the fight, E was going for Spence.
I was leaning for Spence. That's the one who I heard the most hype around. So I was like, okay, like I guess I didn't hear too much about Crawford. That's my apologies to Crawford. You showed up.
I only chose Crawford because I see Eminem with him. I was like, ooh shit. But man, that was like a fucking Terminator going against a fucking regular ass civilian.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I made a joke with E, like, this is why professional fighters can't fight regular civilians. Like when you have to get your hands registered as weapons, like that's what it looked like. Like he fought a regular civilian. That's exactly what the fight looked like for 9 rounds.
The closest comparison I could make was the Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fight. You know, because like McGregor, you know, he's not a boxer. You know, like yeah, he's a striker in MMA, but that's very different from boxing.
Facts. You can use legs and knees and shit.
If you had told me that Errol Spence was like a 19-year-old or 20-year-old kid that just picked up boxing like a couple years before, I would have believed
amateur boxer,
because he was all over the place. His footwork was off, overextending and opening himself up. Like you can tell like he was almost like too hyped about the fight. You know,
okay,
almost too excited. You know,
yeah, that adrenaline was on a different level.
Yeah, but I gotta give him credit because the last round where they ended up calling the fight because it did end in the 8th round with the TKO. He got a couple hits to the face, and I was amazed he did not go down. So the man's got heart.
He would have got knocked out in the 10th round because I think I called it at round like 4 or 5. I was like, if this go 10, he getting knocked the fuck out. Yeah, and they stopped it a round early.
Yeah, good job by the ref too. Like, didn't let him get too messed up, but.
Yeah, and there's another thing. It got so bad because Spence, he was a orthodox fighter, and Spence, he's a southpaw. It got so bad by round 5 or 6, Spence went southpaw. I guess the corner was like, "Hey, he's fucking you up over that right."
Yeah,
because you know with southpaw, that cross is always because your right hand is always down. So when he throw that cross, it's always tagging him. So his eye was getting swelled up. So it's like, all right, you're gonna have to switch your stance, and he was still getting fucked up. Because if you're not a southpaw naturally, you don't like your power is not gonna be there.
Yeah, facts.
He was getting fucked.
Damn.
Bro, I'm watching clips of this right now. He beating the fuck out this man. Yes. And like you said, I'm seeing the counters, bro. I am. Oh my, bro. Okay, let me close this down. I'm gonna close this because
he's beating the fuck out of this man.
Like you know, in anime, like with Dragon Ball Z, when you punch him and his fucking fist go through his stomach and you see that skin.
Yeah.
If this was a fucking anime, that's all it would pow.
Dog. Yeah, he throwing them bitches. I guess it came from he got that dog in him. You feel me? You know he got shot in the head a few years back. Drove himself to the motherfucking hospital. And what is that? They say he had surgery for like 5 hours. He probably ain't need no anesthesia for that whole thing either. He was chilling.
He's not hey, bro, just get this shit over with, man. I got some shit I got to do. I got to train.
You feel me? Got to go back to the gym right now, baby.
What was it like? Round 4 or 5, they had the physician come in and like
the doctor came in this hole,
and like, you don't know what was said, but it very much looked like, yo, I really don't want to have to save your life tonight. You better put your hands up, like something, move around, like
that's when he switched his stance. Like I think that's when he switched his stance. I'm gonna have to watch that fight over, but it was a wrap.
Fuck, man, I used to want to do that boxing shit, but I couldn't do that shit no more, man. I always wanted to be one when I was a kid because I knew I was like a top-notch hood fighter. But he showed a difference between a regular fighter and a boxer. But I knew what my weight class was gonna be. As a young bull, I was already heavy. You feel me? And when I was seeing like, what's the weight class when you get in the heavyweight? Like anything over
Heavyweight
180 or something?
is 190 because it's light heavy and it's heavyweight.
Yeah.
And light heavy is well, it's different MMA, but light heavy is I think between 190 and 210,
Mm-hmm.
and 170 is middleweight.
Okay. In boxing, what's the highest you can go as a heavyweight?
Well, heavyweight don't have a limit, but
See,
because I know
exactly.
MMA is 260. MMA 260 is the highest you can go, but in boxing there's no weight limit. It's just 210 and up.
Exactly. I knew I was gonna be a heavy motherfucker. And I watched a fight one time when I was a kid. Dude was like 215, 220. And he was going against somebody that was way buffer than him, and he was beating the shit out of him like the Crawford fight. And I said, you know what?
Mhm.
I don't want that for my life. You know what I'm
But a
saying?
professional trainer, you got to think about it, it go with your height. So if you was doing it, a trainer would have got you at 170, 180, or 160 at the least.
Mhm.
Because they don't, because the heavier you are naturally, the easier you can carry your power down a weight class. But your speed can get affected because you'll get faster, but your strength will go down like 10, 15%. But if you go up weight class, speed ain't gonna matter. It's all about power.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I should have took
somebody
you
would
as
have
a
got you
trainer,
at like
bro.
160. No, I
Yeah,
just
come
watched
on, man.
boxing so much with my dad. It was kind of like I didn't want to be a fighter, but probably would have wanted to be a coach or some shit. But
Okay.
Like an announcer.
160 to 170 for like a 5'5" to a 5'9" is a perfect ratio because you're not too tall where you like skinny and lanky. Because the taller
Mhm.
you are at 160, you're gonna get fucked up because your ribs exposed. You ain't
Facts.
stocky. So the shorter you are, the better it is to be at a lower weight class. So if you like between 5'7" and 5'9", 160 to 175, 173 would have been like perfect ratio. Speed and power.
Mm. That's why I couldn't get beat up in high school. Remember the last episode, y'all? I was the middle school hitman, beating the hell out of
Yeah, you
people.
gotta be. Yeah, you.
You
No
already got
homo.
your
No
that's your
homo.
fight.
But you will stick with it if you when you.
No, that would have been your professional fighting name is the middle school hitman. Like you already got it right there.
Yeah.
Man, damn, I'm too old to be trying to
Like,
box now though. Them kids gonna whoop my ass now,
Yeah.
yeah, they be doing this shit since 12 years old.
Did you guys
bro.
ever see the Charlie Zelenoff videos?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Charlie Zelenoff, he probably dead now, but he was a guy that was making YouTube videos and he would challenge people to box, but he would go to like LA Fitness
Oh
and
yeah,
that kind
yeah.
of
I know you
stuff.
talking about. Yeah.
So he would ask people, "Do you want to spar?" And they'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yeah, sure." So they'd put on gloves and spar, and he would immediately start throwing haymakers. And it would piss people off. Like he tried to sleep people every time, and people were like, "Yo, what? Like we're at a regular gym. Like what are you doing?"
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And he would kind of delusional, but he was like, "Yeah, I got like a 300-0 record. I'm undefeated." Walk
Mm-hmm.
around with the belt and stuff. And he challenged Deontay Wilder, and he was saying a bunch of shit about Deontay Wilder's family. Got his attention, and Deontay Wilder showed up one day, and they met at a gym, and Deontay Wilder almost killed this man.
Yeah.
damn.
But there's one fight where it was Floyd Mayweather Sr. Uh, he showed up at his gym and he sparred Floyd Mayweather Sr. and old man Mayweather was whooping his ass too. And it got to the point where he had him fight one of the guys that he was training, and it was like a 14-year-old kid.
I know
This
this.
dude
Yes.
moved like a man and was
Yeah.
beating the hell out of Charlie Zelenoff.
Didn't he knock him out
Those
the ring?
kids.
And he kept following him
Yeah.
around. He was like, chill. It was just a joke or
Yeah.
some
Yep.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. The kids that are growing up with boxing now, like they bright futures.
Because a lot of
Most
people,
definitely.
the difference between a regular fighter and a boxer is head movement and feet work.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way a punch, like when you like, it's all in the hips, and motherfuckers with that liver shot, that should have knocked you out.
Drop the fuck out you. And
Yeah,
people
because
don't
you
know
just, yeah,
how to take a punch either. A boxer know how to take a punch. They know how to maneuver around a punch. People in the street, they get hit, they dropping. They don't know what to do. You know?
mm-hmm. And
It's
it's
a lot
not
of
wasted
techniques to
effort
this.
from a professional
Exactly.
because a regular person don't like an overhand right and extend everything, leaving all of your ribs open. Where a boxer, they just got to slip it, liver shot. It's a wrap.
Mink, mink, mink. I love it.
Yeah, I remember seeing it was a Twitter post. I forget what fighter it was. I don't think it's important. But so after you fight, you have to do a urine screening because you have to be tested for, performance enhancing drugs and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So immediately after you get out of the ring, you go to the back, and then they're waiting for you, the officials that are in charge of PEDs. So this dude was taking a lot of liver shots, and then it showed his sample in the cup on the table, and it was black. Like
That
his
sounds
urine
like
was.
blood was all in there.
Yeah,
It was.
oh yeah. So yeah, and that's professional. If you're a regular ass dude and you get a body shot like that or a liver shot, you're done. You're going to the hospital. You're going to be in there for a couple weeks. Like it's not like boxers. They're a different breed.
Yeah, shit. If you see that gold chain and golden gloves, shit, I'm throwing chairs. Instant.
We ain't doing none of that. Jump them.
Shit, hell yeah. That's why motherfuckers pull out guns nowadays, because it's
people can't fight nowadays, bro. They cannot fight nowadays.
Pay $400, $500 shit. This and do all the heavy lifting for me. What the fuck you mean?
Man. I remember I was in a couple situations where a dude pulled the gun on me, and stupid younger me was like, "Bitch, put the gun down. Now knock your ass out." Not knowing, they could have just poop and just dropped me right there. I still was with the fighting shit, but as I got older, I see you just can't fight everybody, bro. You just can't. They get a little attitude. They just want to drop everybody and the family. You feel me? And then people shoot. They don't even pay attention to where they're shooting at now. They light the whole crowd up. You feel me? So
it's more peacocking,
It literally, you feel me? And it's kids with switches now, bro. 17 with a switch and weigh 110 pounds. You know he's not about to fight you.
Yeah. No, there was I actually was just listening to a story. I believe it was on Forbes. But there's like a big problem on Instagram of Instagram sellers that will sell Glock switches.
Yeah.
And then it's not hard to find them. You like at the time of when the story came out, like all you had to do was go on Instagram and look up Glock switch, and you could find a seller. And so like the U.S. government got involved and was like, "What the hell? Like these are illegal. Why are you allowing a seller to sell these?"
Yeah.
It became a whole thing, but. Yeah.
I know when I took my CPL class, I always wanted a silencer, and the instructor had said if you buy a silencer, you giving the government legal right to come into your crib at any point.
Yep.
When you sign off on that, so it's like a lot of more background checks with silencers because obviously it's a silencer. So unless you're a seller, person that legally sell that shit, if you're a regular civilian, your ass better not have no silencer because motherfucking CIA gonna be in your shit at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning.
You got to sign to get like an FTA stamp or something like that, and then they do a FBI background check, and then to get like that level 2 stamp, I think you got to pay like $800 or $2,000 on top of everything, and then you allowed to get your silencer. But that process can take up to 2 years though, and it's not worth it at the long run, especially if you like.
Yeah, what the fuck you need that for?
Yeah, you feel
Unless
me?
you're 100 or some shit.
Right. But if you really on that type of time where you be like, this is just in case the government is acting irrational, and I want to protect myself against the tyrants and shit like that. No, that silencer mean I'm walking in your shit. And that's it. I'm taking everything you got. So yeah.
Always cracks me up when people show their gun collection. Like this is to help fight the government when they get out of hand, and it's just like they got drones.
Thank you,
now,
sir.
Dude.
Yeah.
They got drones. Like you can't even shoot that high
at all.
VTOLs in real life shit.
Man. We took that farm off the map, boss. Oh, damn.
The whole compound's gone.
You feel me?
All right, but I think that we're good on time. We're going to wrap that up. So this has been Off the Top with Eric, Paris, and Red. I am Eric.
All right. It's your boy P.
And it's your boy Red.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys. Like, share, and subscribe.
Gang, gang.
There we go. Say it, E.
Gang, gang.
Oh my God.